So, a quick list of the modifications I've done already to the car. If you own a Type R, I recommend you do this immediately. You get brand new wheels and tires, 18-inch wheels with all-season tires, just to drive around on the road. You know, you're not trying to break lap records on the road. So get all-season tires. Or if you live in a sunny area where it never snows, you don't get temperature fluctuations, get summer tires, but get 18-inch wheels so you have a lot more tire to wheel ratio. The big problem that this car comes from the factory is these 20-inch wheels are ridiculous. They need to be replaced almost immediately. I've replaced mine already. Basically, when I bought the car, I bought new wheels and tires, and they've been working pretty great. Other modifications is brake pads. I recommend you buy the cheapest brake pad compound possible for street driving your Civic Type R. The Duralast Max brake pads for a 2017 Subaru WRX STI is what you want. You go to AutoZone, you buy that. They brake very, very well. They have less brake dust, a lot less brake dust than the factory ones, and they'll allow your rotor to last longer. They'll squeak less. They'll brake better at the temperatures that you're normally driving on the road, and they'll save your track pads or your factory pads for track days, as you should take your car, your Type R, over to the track. If you haven't done so, you should plan to do so, because this car really does shine at a racetrack. And of course, I put mud flaps on my car because the wheels that I got have a slightly lower offset than the factory wheels, which means that they stick out a little bit more, and therefore they spit rocks back at the body work of the car. So I really recommend you get the Rally Armor mud flaps. You can get the universal ones just for the front if all you're looking for is protection. They're really cheap, they're 20 bucks. But luckily, we got Rally Armor to give us custom FK8 Type R mud flaps. Now, they come with the full kit. You order them online. I'm not sure if they're on Amazon yet. If they are, I'll check it out, and I'll put a link down below. If they're not on Amazon yet, you guys go to rallyarmor.com and look up the FK8 specific ones. Get that immediately. It will save your paint from rock chips as they fly off of your wheels when you're turning. It's just going to happen. I mean, even if you have all-season tires, it'll still kick up that gravel, and you will have nicks and scrapes, as I already have on my car. I basically didn't have Rally Armor mud flaps for the first 2 months of the ownership, and I had a couple of nicks and scrapes from rocks being thrown up. I got my Rally Armors installed. Not another nick or scrape since. And of course, get a K-tuner. I love my K-tuner on this thing. The tune on this car, the stage 1 tune, the stage 0 tune, and the factory tune, I can flip the switch here and it's all done, it's all set. I mean, it doesn't get better than that for me. I haven't looked yet at what K-tuner has in store right now. They do update their software, they do update their tunes. I have to go ahead and look, and I'll do a video when I do. I'm gonna update my tune on my Type R and see how it drives, see how it goes, and see what else they have up their sleeves. Because JR over at K-tuner, man, he's a great guy. I love my K-tuner for your Type R. If you have a 10th gen Civic, I definitely recommend K-tuner over Honda. I get that question a lot. For 10th gen Civics, I just from what I've been reading in my research, K-tuner has really been on top of it for the 10th gen Civics and the 10th gen Accords as well. Now, if you have an older platform like an RSX Type S or an RSX or even a Prelude or something like that, or a Civic or a K series, definitely I would recommend going for the Honda. Now, that's just from what I've seen as well. So older things, Honda's better. They're a bit more established with the older models and the older engines. If you're gonna go, if you have a 10th gen Civic, like I said, get your K-tuner. It completely changes the way you drive the car. I forget how bad it was, and it wasn't really that bad. The factory tune wasn't that bad, but it's just so much better with these tunes that K-tuner has, and you can get a custom tune as well. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So get that K-tuner. So what's in store for the future of my Civic Type R?
Smells like rain. Nothing, just trying to follow you guys.
right, so the future of my Type R. You know, if you would ask me a month ago, I really didn't know what I was going to do with it. I didn't know what I wanted with it. You know, do I really want to race it? If I race it, I need to put a full roll cage in it, ruin the interior. You know, I'm not sure I want to do that. But one thing's for sure, I think this platform has a little bit more to give, and I'm going to use it for what it was meant to do, and I'm going to race with it. I don't know exactly which races I'm going to use it for, because I don't want to put a full roll cage in here. I will put a roll bar in here, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. Well, not the first thing, but it's one of the things I'm going to do this winter. I'm going to get a roll bar in here so I can race it on a lot of different SCCA and NASA races. And so I'll put a roll bar in here, I'll put a harness in here, and I may have to switch out the seat just because I don't want to put holes in this seat. So we'll see what I do when that happens, but it'll be interesting to me what I go with. I'm not sure yet. Then the next thing that's going to be happening is I have to fix the issues with the heating problems. I didn't mention it before because I wanted to save it for this part. But yes, this car has kind of an overheating problem. Only at the track, only if you're pushing it really, really, really hard at a hot track day are you going to have some overheating issues. And honestly, very few of you guys are going to be doing that to your Type R, especially novice drivers, people that are just beginning to do track days. You're not going to push the Type R as much as you think you are, and you're going to be just fine with the stock cooling options that the Type R has. So I've been to the track a ton. I've done a lot of track days, and the last few times I've been at track days, the car has gotten pretty hot. So it's time for me now to deal with the heating problems. The car didn't go into limp mode or anything like that. It's just for longevity reasons. You don't want to, store all that heat in your car. And I think one of the main problems with this car is that due to emissions, Honda is using the water jackets to cool the exhaust right after ignition, and that just heats up the coolant temperature like crazy. And there's just everything is jam-packed in there. The 2-liter engine is really good, but it's just all jam-packed in the engine bay, and it needs a little bit better cooling. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically, do the intercooler. I'm going to heat wrap everything. I'm going to do the downpipe, front pipe, custom exhaust with the 3 tips in the back. I'm going to do a full custom exhaust with Geo at G Motorsports. Maybe an intake. I'm not sure if I'll do an intake yet. I'm still researching that. Actually, probably. See, I can't say yet. When I decide, I'll let you guys know. I'll make a video about that, about the intake. What else am I thinking about doing? For the most part, just dealing with the cooling issues. After I install all the modifications, like turbo blanket, for example, after I do all these modifications, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking it over to Innovative Motorworks. I'm going to take it over there and I'm going to get a custom tune. So I'm going to get a custom Type R stage 1 and stage 1.5, I'll call it, tune. And that'll be my tune for basically racing. That'll be my last tune for the Type R. It'll be race ready, and I hope I don't have to get it retuned after that, because I don't want to make any more modifications. I will throw a bigger turbo on it. I'm not going to mess with the fueling system. This car does not need that much more power. It just needs more reliability. It needs less heat, so I'll be dealing with all that stuff. So I am talking to a few shops, one of them being United Speed Racing, so I can get a whole ton of parts. It's about $4,000 for the parts I'm about to throw on to my Type R, including wheels and tires and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for all that stuff. It's going to be a blast this winter. I'm going to have a garage built up here soon. I'll do all the work in the garage myself for the most part. Whatever I can't do, I'll take it over to Gio and he'll help me out. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps it up. Thanks for watching as usual. It's a little bit of a long of a video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did a lot with this car in this past year. I wanted to share with you all, and the future for this car is amazing. I can't wait myself to see what the finished product is going to be like. The car drives amazing as it is, but as soon as I throw on those parts that I am thinking about putting on, this car is just going to be that much better. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.